Okay, I have this. I might shorten it. I kind of wrote it in fourth period, but I mean, I don't have a fourth period, so I was just like, oh, I need to write my senior league speech. And my mom texted me and she was like, have you read your senior league speech? And I was like, I'm in the middle of it. Yeah, okay. So, when I moved here 8 years ago, I never thought that I would be a cheerleader. I never thought that I would tumble, and never thought that I would shake a pom-pom for my school. I never expected to be a world champion. But once I walked into the gym, I was hooked. There was just nothing I could do about it. The very first team I saw was senior elite, and I looked at my mom and I said, I'm going to be on that team one day. And she turned around and she looked at Chad and she said, who's that? And I didn't know how I was going to achieve this monumentous goal at 9, but I knew I was going to do it. And I didn't even have a cartwheel at the time, but I learned, and from then on I worked and I worked and I fought and I clawed my way up to get there. And in doing this, I've been through every level in this program. That day finally came, May 15th, 2011, which is actually today. Right after my first trip to Worlds with Meeting Co-ed in Sydney and Myra, where we didn't make it to day 2, but we were still doing really good. And Alex! And Aaron and Haley and like... and all these other people. God, there's so many people from Meeting Co-ed that are on Senior Elite. Yeah. And Savannah. Golly. I was trying to decide in the corner that day in trials whether I was going to throw a punch right through the full or a double, which I'd never done before in my life, and I was trying to throw it without dying. I tried to look at Dan and somehow communicate with my eyes that I was about to throw this, and please feel free to pick me up off the floor after. As some of you may know, I did land that, and afterwards I was so elated and excited I fell on the floor and was crying, even though it was just a double full. But it was something that I had been working for, so. Well, obviously, a long story short, Courtney put me on the team that day, and you know, I'll never forget the memories that I've made, and the most wonderful 8 years that I could possibly ask for. The first year on Senior Elite was a dream, obviously. We might not have been as good as this year's team, but I didn't care. When we won Worlds, I never saw it coming. I thought I would at least medal. I never expected to walk out my first year on Senior Elite and win Worlds, nor my second year on Senior Elite and win Worlds. But dreams really do come true. When I tore my meniscus last summer, everyone on the team was so supportive and helpful and welcoming when I came back in. I remember Gabby asking me pretty much almost every practice, saying, how's the knee, how are you doing, you know, when do you think you'll be back in? And I really thank you for that, because that really helped me to have somebody there to, you know, help me through this. I can never thank any of you enough for being supportive throughout the year, throughout the past 2 years. Being out though was really hard for me, but it taught me to never take anything for granted. Because when I would watch you guys stunt, I would be like, I'd want to go in. I would want to go in. I remember like the day after, maybe even the day of that I tore it, Angie had bought me this like tannish, really tight knee brace, and I put it on, and then I looked at Ben and I was like, can I stunt now? Can I stunt now? Can I just do a back handspring or like a TikTok or something? No. Okay. So, this year was really challenging for me with full outs and everything. I never thought it would be so hard, but it was so worth it. To those of you who are cheering next year, cherish this, because it'll be gone in a blink of the eye, in a blink of an eye. I thought it was just the beginning of my senior year yesterday. You know, I'm about to graduate in 22 days. But who's counting? It'll be something that you will look back on, and it'll be the best days. You'll never regret it. Push yourselves, set new goals, because sometimes it's hard to get back in the gym, especially after winning Worlds. But be the best you can possibly be, and don't hold anything back. I want to thank my parents for pushing me and always being there for me, and all the late nights and the early mornings and everything. You're the best parents anybody could ever ask for. Thank you, Courtney and Ben and Sarah and all the other coaches that I've had throughout the years. Thank you for making my dreams come true. This has been a fairy tale. But it's only the beginning for me, and I know that I'll live happily ever after with Senior Elite in my heart forever. I want to thank Alex. You're my best friend on this team. I couldn't have done a lot of stuff without you. You know, you've let me just talk to you for like 20 minutes without stopping before. You know, you've always been there for me. We've talked about pretty funny stuff. It's really cool, you know, living in the same town as your best friend, because, you know, turn around and see you at a game. Oh, hey, Alex, you know, I'll see you back tomorrow. Okay, well, you know, thank you. You're awesome. Thank you so much, everybody.
Mine is kind of long, but I'll go through it as fast as possible, I promise. 4 years ago, my